Hi Aquarius, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Aquarius, this is your reading for the upcoming 2 weeks starting today on the 24th. It's really interesting that it falls like we just entered Aquarius season on the 20th of January. And today when I'm recording this, we have the new moon in Aquarius. And do the reading for you Aquarians on this very day. I couldn't have planned it myself. So it's just the universe is coming together in like a perfect match here. Yeah, it's a lot of Aquarian energy. So if you're an Aquarius with the new moon in Aquarius in this Aquarius season, you're probably feeling it right now. You probably feel on top of the world. Most of you guys probably feel on top of the world. It's an easy breezy energy. It's an uplifting, visionary. You probably have like a lot of visions, new ideas, things that you really want to put into works. Do you say that? Things that really like lay close to your heart. I was going to say but, I can't say but because then it takes that away. But it's like, it's close to your heart and it's something that you are really passionate about that will kick into such high gear with all this energy for you. If Aquarius, you feel really down and out because you're in Aquarius, because we're in Aquarian energy, and because of the new moon in Aquarius, I can fully understand that because it sort of takes quite the intention and focus for you to stay up with this high speed of energy right now. So if you have these wishes and these wants in this very high speed energy, and you sort of start to talk yourself down, you start to say things like that can't happen, or who am I to like have such a grand vision, it's just never gonna happen, or just being a bit out of rest, like maybe a bit few hours of sleep, maybe not quite enough with water in your body, all of that will jinx your energy a bit, and you can feel off quite fast because the energy is so fast. So you sort of, Aquarius has to do an extra good job right now to get your rest, to get your water, to stay hydrated, to sleep more if you feel compelled to sleep, to go to bed early. And I know it's a Friday and the weekend is coming up, but if you really are tired, you need that sleep. And then if you can meditate or do things that really bring energy to you, it doesn't have to be meditation, but then this is the day and season for you not to be with any Debbie Downers, if that makes any sense. Like not to bring in negative energy, not like it's enough for you to stay the course and just keep up with this high energy. And once the Aquarian season is over, you sort of can relax a bit more again. But if you do, man, you can put things into work right now. You don't say that. You can manifest a lot of things. You can see things that you've been wanting to see come into fruition. Of course, every person can do that, but since you're an Aquarius, that is even heightened even more for you. So let's see what's going on for you for the upcoming 2 weeks with this gorgeous energy. And I switched it up from to my new deck here, the John Holland. It's not new for me. You will see that every once in a while. The Psychic Tarot John Holland deck. I really like this one. It's still not a tarot reading. I'm using the images to get my intuition and guidance to go. It's more fun for you to watch the cards, not just to listen to me as well. And now I'm just shuffling because I pre-shuffled. So now I'm just shuffling to have some cards fly out. If they don't, I'll pick them. And then at the end of the reading, I'll draw a card from this. It's a timing card, and I said to every other sign that the only timing that I believe in is the timing where you are in complete alignment with your own wish. If you have a wish, that wish has a certain frequency, has a certain vibration. And once you're in alignment with that vibration, it has to manifest. it is law. It just can't be any other way. And so why pick a card that says timing, this is when it's going to happen? It's because then it's interesting to see where you have your energy, if that makes sense. Okay, so if that's going to happen a year from now and you don't like hearing that, or you feel like that's perfect a year from now, that's perfect. If you don't like a year from now being Aquarius, I don't think you do, you know to then speed up your energy. It just means that you're not quite in alignment with your wish or your vision. If it's 2 weeks away or a couple of months away, you know for a fact to just keep doing what you're doing because it's working. It's gonna fall into place very soon. That's why. Yeah. No, I don't think it's gonna jump. I'll just pick them. What stands out to me? We're just like this then. Huh. I'll pick 3 cards. And the 3 cards gives me a bit of a story. And sometimes I do clarifications, but most often not. Okay, Aquarius. Wow. What is this? Man. Okay. This is a strong message, guys, and it's quite, you feel, okay, you'll resonate with this message if you're in a position in your life where you're trying to take a leap, to make a leap, to trust in something that maybe is brand new to you, trust in something that you've been wanting to see, wanting to manifest, wanting to have, and you're a bit afraid on where this is going to go. You feel a bit uncertain, a bit like unsure in the energy. If that is you, this is going to really resonate. If that is not you, I don't think this reading will resonate for you. It feels so deep. It feels so like, it's like you're just inviting me to your deepest, not maybe not darkest, but like deepest places within yourself. Okay, the first card out is moving on. And I just want to say the camera picks up the image, but the program that I'm running through the computer makes the card look like it's mirrored, so you don't actually see the words, but I do. It says moving on, and it's the number 6. Number 6 for me stands for romantic relationships, and so there's something for you guys that you're moving away from, you're moving on from something. So either you just ended a relationship, or you have had a person on your mind or in mind for maybe for a period of time, but you're letting it go, or you feel like you move on from, it can be as, I don't want to say heavy, but it can be as much as maybe being in a separation, maybe even having somebody crossing over to the other side, having a person that you somehow left, or they somehow left you, and you've been hanging on to this energy for a really long time, I feel, and you're letting it go now. It's like you're moving on. We're moving on now. For some Aquarius, it can be, I'm moving on. Like we're picking up speed here now. We have been in status quo for too long. Nothing really happens. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. So I'm acting on it. I'm picking the energy up and I'm moving on. Time for the next step. Time for the next episode. Time for the next phase of this, if that makes any sense. And it's like you're leaving something dark behind here, guys. So I feel like that it has been heavy for you. And with this Aquarius season, I think you probably will feel like man who I was coming into Aquarius season and who you will be somewhere like February, March. You probably won't recognize your energy. And I feel like this is something that we leave behind from even the decade, but for sure like 2018 to 2019, coming into 2020, and you're come spring or come like just early now, we're stepping into more of a lighter energy, and we're leaving all this crap behind. So it's a really like, it can be both for relationships, but it can be also like a complete energy. You're just dropping a complete energy behind you. Like, we're done. I'm done with this. It has a blue border around it. And blue for me stands for the throat chakra, and you're sort of putting your foot down, showing your authentic self. It doesn't mean like you're putting, I'm going to show them, but it's like it's like you becoming your authentic self. It's you showing who you truly are. It's having no hidden agenda. It's like coming out in the light. It's if you've had any secrets, you will start to spill them. If you want to tell people things that's been on your mind, on your heart, you're going to start telling those things. It's that sort of energy, and I feel like you're doing it very gracefully, if that makes sense. It was something more. Okay, I'll leave it for now because it'll come back. Okay, and the next card out is number 5, which is your life path. So sorry. Forgot to turn my phone off. Sorry. Number 5 for me is life path. So number 5 with. So look at this card. So that's you walking up to the edge. And there's a hole, there's a crack, a big one right here. And it continues like after. And there's where I feel like you need this leap of faith. You need to get over to this other side. And the circle around it for me is just that you need to get over to, like, you need to shift this energy. We're moving on now. We're letting things go. And we're stepping into a way lighter energy. We're letting the crap from a whole decade, just bygones, just from maybe even from the millennial shift, like from 2000, maybe 20 years, you're dropping that energy. And so we're coming from this old place. And it's like, I feel this, if you've seen the movie Avatar, I feel these, when these little twinkly things comes out, they're really light, white, flying around. I don't know what they're called. And it's like, it's just God. It's just the universe. It's divine. You're so supported. You're so nurtured. You're so like tended to. You're so backed up in this whole, it's such a fun analogy and metaphor from the movie Avatar, because that guy, it's a guy who's in that movie who is like really, really oblivious to his, like, he doesn't really know his own talents. He doesn't know how to listen to Mother Earth or how to listen to the divine from either the outside or the inside. And he's gonna just be taught the hard way how to connect. And even people around him is like surprised that, what? You're the one that they're going to tend to? I have lived this, life in such a beautiful way, and you're the one that they're putting all this effort and support into? What is going on? And so it obviously can be both for a woman and a man and a woman, this person. And I feel like you probably are very early on in your grander. You might feel connected to things out there. You might understand that you're just, you're human clothing, but come from a spiritual place, the divine. And it's like you need to make this jump now. It's like being Aquarius is like you feel like you can do anything, and you can on your own, and it won't really be all that good if you're not in charge. But the more you can start to delegate things, the more you can start to like pick people to have around you that really are really suited for what they're doing, and actually drop a bit of your arrogance, for thinking that they cannot do a better job than you at this, because they can, but you're still in charge. You still get to steer and say, this is what I want. I mean, okay. You're being supported. It's divinely guided, and it's your life path. It's something about coming from the old, going into the new, and have that being like come full circle, but have that being almost like your kickoff, bouncing off, elevating off, like from this place and coming into this new place. Is something about like your business, or something about what you're going to do in the future, and having an understanding of this so that you can teach it to others, if that makes any sense. Maybe it doesn't just now. And you see how far down that is? Like it's nothing that connects the two here, is how far down the well we go if we can't make this jump. But you can make this jump, Aquarius. It's your life path. You're so supported with the light bulb, with the light orbs around you, and it's your season, and it's time. It's time, guys. That's all I can say. And then we have this Indian. What do you call those? It's sort of like a phoenix rising, but not really. Oh man, what? If you look at what you're standing on, do you see that? The bird. Like you call them totempåle. It's like the bird at the very top. It's like a very native Indian feeling. Maybe that resonates with some of you guys. Yeah, it says on the bottom, obstacles and challenges. It is no obstacle. It's just you in your mind getting over this obstacle, getting over the old decade, and step into the new one. We're moving on. We're stepping into the new light. We're choosing the new light. And even choosing the new light, choosing the new version of you, is a part of your life path somehow. Somehow, guys, it is. You rolled up your sleeves, you rolled up your pants, ready to jump. You don't have to jump. You can just walk securely, take the next step and the next step, and you'll be guided. And then comes this number 8. It's still, so this was purple, a purple border, which just talks about like the spiritual part of you. And then we have blue again, which is feeling who you are, knowing who you are. I feel like this is almost, and is this trapped in fear, and you're behind bars. You're behind bars. This is, I'm gonna do yet another card here, because I think this is like a 4 card reading. This is like this is what you will feel like if you stay in the old energy. And I feel like you probably have already started to feel that way in some areas to some degree. It's like, I can't move on. I'm stuck here. How do I get this moving? What do I do to get what I want? Why can't I just let go of this energy and move on? And it's like, it is a certain fear to reveal. It's the blue border again with the number 8, which is a strong, eternal, infinity. It's like, why can't I just show who I authentically are? Why can't you, Aquarius? Okay. We want the 4th card that's missing here to help the Aquarius along the way. So here you're behind bars, and here you come out of it. You're in front of it. You're elevated, you're uplifted, you're tended to. This is the number 3, which is creativity. This is you have found your passion. You can choose this. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend, guys. It is so interesting because you have a choice. You have a choice. You can stay in the old energy. You will be dragged into the light eventually because your energy to go there is so strong. You will have no option but to be dragged in, just kicking and screaming like, I don't want to go to the light. I want to stay here where I recognize myself. You're going to go there kicking and screaming. Your higher self is... What is going on here? You saw me, guys, you saw me switching this off. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay, guys, I really looked into the phone and what could be, like you saw, it started ringing before and I turned it off, and I turned it off the sun on this side here to really have it off, and it went on anyway. So this is a clear message to you guys. I started to talk... There might be somebody from the other side coming into you through the phone, messing with the phone. It can be through electronics as well, like through the television, through lights coming on and off, things like that. That is not my phone, you know, being weird. That is a message because I turned it off and it kept ringing. So that is a message for you. Somebody is trying to connect with you, trying to be with you on this path right now. I want to, because maybe I started to sound a bit like you're doom and gloom if you choose it. But like I said, you're going to be dragged into the light whether you want it or not. And then the phone started to ring again. And so I feel like you really are tended to. Guys, you're being... I don't know how to say this without sounding like you're extra special that you are, but everybody else is extra special as well. But I feel like in the Avatar movie, the guy there was a chosen one. Like they really put in the work for him. He was planned to do something greater, to do something grander. And there's something right now, Aquarius, I feel you're choosing something old. You're choosing to do something maybe for work, maybe for relationships, maybe for even friends. You're choosing something that is not helping you come into the light. It keeps you safe, if that makes sense. And you keep choosing it because you know on some level it will keep you safe. It will continue to keep you safe. But you are safe coming in. This is what you're going to start to feel and have already started to feel when you're choosing the old, when you're not coming into the new. This is being rewarded. It's a clear channel from the universe helping you out. You're out of the jail. You're out of prison. You're out of the shackles. And you're being so celebrated and so rewarded for your steps going forward. And there's something about being recognized. It can be recognized for the efforts that you put in from the universe. I think that's where it lands. Okay? Listen to your inner guidance. Listen to where your next step is. This is a profound shift for you. You're going to choose something new and something different. And you're so divinely guided on this path. Leave the old energy behind and dare to take a step. You won't fall down. You won't fall through. To show your face, your authentic version of who you are, even though it becomes a bit Jesus-like, dare to go there, because I feel like this is your life path. This is what we're supposed to do. And when to do it best in Aquarius season, when to put that intention out to the universe the best on a new moon in Aquarius. If you listen to this 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years after you hear this, it's equally important for you. There's something to steer you onto your life path right now, to choose whatever feels lighter, what feels better in your heart, rather than what we did before that keeps me safe. You're going to be safe in the new light as well. And on top of that, you're going to feel truly happy. Okay, guys? I hope that it's a bit of a cryptic reading today. I'm not going to do a timing card because it's such a profound like shift for you. It's nothing that you say on Wednesday you're going to make this shift. It's over time. We're doing it. You're already moving on. Okay. I hope it helps. Please come back in a week to listen to your next reading, and please subscribe on your way out if you haven't already. Take care. Bye.